Alright, good morning, y'all. This is Scout Pilot coming to you from his little shop in the woods here in North Carolina. A lot of folks are wanting to figure out how to make their motor run better. So what we're going to do today is this video will show you how to time your motor without a timing light. Now this procedure, while it's called that, will basically allow your motor to be set into its sweet spot using vacuum pressure and dwell and RPM. We're going to be adjusting a number of different things. We're going to be starting with the distributor. Alright, so the first thing we're going to have to make sure of is that the distributor is correct, that the points are set correctly to .020. If you're lucky enough to have a dust cover, God love you. They're worth their weight in gold. Alright, we set that aside. Okay, so what we need to do is make sure that we're at the top of the lobe there. So we're going to motor this thing over just a little bit. And there it is. We get lucky every now and then. Alright, sitting on the top of the highest part of the lobe, I'm going to use a feeler gauge. Now ideally you should use a wire gauge because of the possibility of the wear between the points. So, but what we're going to do right now is we're going to test this at .020. Turn it off. Okay, and that's what I'm getting, .020. Okay, so we're good there. Now, we'll go ahead and close everything up. Okay. Everything back together again. Now it's time to start the motor and get things moving. Alright, so here we go. Got to get down in here and loosen up the holding nuts. I like my little ratchets, they work real good. Alright, while we're in here, let me go ahead and show you what will happen if you go too far in either direction. Just need to make sure that I don't shock myself. Alright, watch the RPM. See how it lugs? If I go any further, it will die. So I come back the other way, and you can see that your RPM drops again. Alright? If you go too far either direction, you run the risk of the motor dying out. Now what we do is we back that RPM off 100. Alright. You can see right now that the dwell is running at 42 degrees, which is where it's supposed to be. That's the ideal setting. So now, looking at the RPM, you can see it's about 650. What I can do is, I could back it off the 100 that I'm supposed to, but 650 is where everything is set correctly. So I'm just going to tighten it back down again. But what you would do is you would rotate the distributor again to get rid of 100 RPM. Alright, so let's go ahead and tighten her up. I know it's a little difficult to see, but there we go. Okay, we are tight. Now it's time to move around to the carburetor and work its wonders. Alright, now that we've got the distributor set where we want it, we're going to be adjusting the carburetor first off to get the best vacuum possible. So as you can see, I'm in at the idle stop screw, the steel idle stop screw on this 637. On the WOs, it would be over on this side axis and directly parallel to the rod. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be adjusting the RPM, adjusting this to get the best vacuum. And typically what you do is you open it out. Now it's going the wrong way there in the vacuum, so I'm going to close it back up again. And as you can see, I'm getting 21.5 inches on the vacuum. That's the best I can do, so now I just take that off. I go with the screwdriver, watching out for the spark plugs and the heat. And we're going to adjust that RPM up to 700, which is where a 637 should operate. In order to do that, I need to increase the mix, make it richer by turning it counterclockwise. All right, looks like we're almost there, so I'm going to go ahead and call it at that. And we'll just see how she runs here. Hang on. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got it. I hope you understand how this all works now to bring this motor into its sweet spot. Thank you very much.